Hello students, welcome back in my class. Today we will discuss some major landforms of chapter number 3, Our Changing Earth. Okay, in the previous class we have discussed volcano and earthquake. They were basically endogenic forces. And today we will discuss the landforms which were basically formed due to exogenic forces, that is erosion and deposition. Okay, as you are knowing that the erosion and deposition took place due to agent of denudation, or we can say like wind, wind, river, sea waves and glaciers, that we have seen in the previous class. So we will discuss in detail how the landforms took place. Students, our earth comprises diverse landforms such as mountains, plains, plateaus, green forest, valleys, etc., as well as riverine landforms such as rivers, waterfalls, floodplains, and many more. The internal process carve out the major landform, while the external process involving the agent of gradation form a variety of minor landform. Okay, it is clear that the internal process, that is endogenic forces, they were responsible for the outcome of major landforms. Okay, and the exogenic forces, they are responsible for the formation of minor landform. Basically minor landforms are formed and they involve agents of gradation. The river, as we have seen that the rivers, winds, seas, glaciers, they were agents of gradation. And here a term came, gradation. What is gradation? Gradation is defined as the leveling of the earth's surface by natural processes. Okay, by natural means the earth's surface, they level down. And weathering, running water, moving ice, wind, groundwater, and sea waves, they tend to level this land surface to a common grade. To a common grade they do, they level it, and thus are known as agent of gradation. So it is very clear that river, glaciers, wind, they all act as agent of gradation. Now here you see the landscape is being continuously worn away by two processes, weathering and erosion. Okay, these are the two processes which continuously worn away the landscape. Weathering is the breaking up of the rocks of the earth surface. When the rocks found on the earth surface, they get broken into minor particles. This process is known as weathering. And the erosion is the wearing away of the landscape by different agents like water, wind, and ice. Due to this process of erosion, the landscape, they get weared away, or they get eroded by water, wind, and ice. These eroded material is carried away or transported by water, wind easily. These agent of gradation, first they erode the landscape, then after they transport the eroded material, and eventually what they do deposit these sediments which have been eroded. And this process of erosion and deposition create different landforms on the surface of the earth. Okay, now here we will see what are the landforms. What are the landforms which were formed due to this weathering or erosion or deposition, we can say. The first one is work of a river. Firstly we will see the how river works and what were the landform which were found into it, or what were, or we can also term it as what were the riverine landform which are found. Okay, see, the running water in the river erodes the landscape. Whenever the water flow into river, what they do, they erode the landscape beneath the land beneath it, they erode it. And when the river tumbles at steep angle over very hard rock or down a steep valley side, it forms a waterfall. Okay, in that, like that, it forms waterfall. Okay, as the river enters the plain, it twists and turns, forming large bend known as meander. After forming waterfall, when these river they enter into plain region, they get twisted and turns, forming. They bend into and form a meanders. This is meander. See, these are meander. Yeah? These are bending of river. Okay, twist and turn in the river. They are known as meanders. So the loops or bends that a river makes in the middle course as it swings from side to side due to its increased flow and decreased speed, they form meander. Okay, due to continuous erosion and deposition along the sides of the meander, the end of the meander loop closure and closure. In due course of time, the meander loop cuts off from the river. What they do in the meanwhile of the flow, what they do, cut the loops from the river and forms a cut-off lake. They get separated from the main river and form an oxbow lake. See, due to deposition, what happened? They do get cut off from the main river and form a separate lake known as Oxbow Lake. At this time, the river overflows its banks. This lake leads to the flooding of the neighboring areas. As it floods, it deposits layers of fine soil and other material called sediments along its bank. This leads to the formation of flood plain. Okay, so here a term came, flood plain. So, what is basically flood plain? When the sediment comprise sand, gravel, and silt, the sediments, the deposition of these fertile sediments on the flat land, this leads to the formation of flood plain. Okay, and the raised banks are called levees. What they are called? They are called levees. So the coarse material deposited due to close to the river form a long and low wall along a bank known as natural levee. As the river approaches the sea, the speed of flowing water decreases. Okay, when they approach to the sea, the speed automatically get decreases and the river begins to break up. It break up into number of streams called distributaries. Here see, this is the main river. It get branched into several distributaries. These are called distributary. Okay, the rivers become so slow that it begins to deposit its load. When it flows, the sediments which it carries, along with it from long time, it starts depositing because the region become very plain over here, and it was not able to carry the load. Okay, that's why I start depositing all around it. Okay, each tributary found its own mouth. You see, each tributary is having its own mouth. Okay, and the collection of sediments from all the mouths form a delta. See, basically, these delta are formed at the mouth of the river, and it is a triangular feature formed by a river through the deposition of sediments and the formation of distributaries when it reaches the sea. Okay, so basically it is found at the mouth of the river. Now here, these are some of the landforms which are formed due to the work of river, or we can say these are some riverine landforms. Okay, now here is a question for you. Can you find out some names of some rivers of the world that form delta? It is it is an assignment for you to do it. Okay, well, in India, regarding India, there is a Ganga Brahmaputra delta, we can say, or we can say it's Sundarban delta. Okay, it is one of the largest delta of the world. It is found in India. Regarding India, I told you, but you have to find out some other delta which are found in the world. You have to do it. So students, they were the riverine landform. In the next class, we will discuss about the work of sea waves and work of ice. Okay, till then you go through my video. Do study at home. Till then, take care. Bye.